I'm traveling around the east side, east coast now, and I'm probably about 2/3 of the way up on the east coast. And coming down off the top of this mountain, I've got a nice Pacific Ocean view. And you'll notice these nice power lines have come in. I don't know if this is from Yolanda or when, but most of the electrical lines now, especially these high powered lines, are all metal. So the electrical infrastructure here on Guimaras Island seems to be pretty good. I saw some wind turbines, wind generators, so I'm hoping that I can get a picture of those for you. I saw them at a distance, so yeah, I see them now. I'm hoping maybe I can drive up there to them for you. They're right through there. You probably won't see them, but I see them running here from here. So I'm hoping this road will take us over there to them, let you see the wind generation that they're doing here in Guimaras. Coming down the road, just from my last clip, I run across this place called Abelardo's Beach Resort and Music Video Bar. Coconut trees right here at the entrance. Looks like, you know, from the road it looks like a pretty nice place. They got looks like an open bar there. Got a jeepney down there. The Pacific Ocean facing out toward, gosh, whatever island that is to the north. Maybe Leyte, I don't know. But I'm going to pull down here. I hear a lot of loud music, so I may not be able to record anything because of the YouTube. But let me go down here and see what it looks like. Maybe I'll get a cold drink. Well, I'm down in the resort here, and they got a big TV and a big stereo. That's the noise. Apparently they're watching a fight. They got it cranked up way loud. I can hear it from out here, and they're all sitting right in front of that music system. But that's the way it is here. You would have to be a local to know where all these islands are. I'm seeing islands and construction out the direction we're pointing now, way out in the Pacific. There's a small island right here. And this is something unusual that you don't see in other oceans where you got salt water. It's all those trees out in the water like that. They're growing right in the salt water. And the color of sand of this, the color of the sand here is kind of a light tan. It's light tan on this side of Guimaras Island, from what I understand. I don't know about further south. And then it's more of a white on the opposite side where Al You Behold is. But this is pretty through here. This is the Philippines. Got a concrete bulkhead there for this resort to keep from losing the soil through erosion. Well, I don't know if they're going to have soft cold drinks in there, but I'm going to try.
Come here for a 4-week holiday.
For a 4-week? Okay. Well, I met an Aussie here, and your name was?
Mark.
I stopped at this cabana here here at the resort, and they invited me over for a Coke or a beer, and I opted for the Coke because I'm on the motorcycle. But I run into another Aussie. Remember the last time I ran into an Aussie, we put a girl through college. What are you going to do for us today? Are you going to buy us a house or a jeepney, or what are you going to do for us? He doesn't have anything he can offer me except a Coke, and that's fine, because all these people here were good enough to stop and wave me in and invite me in to have a drink. And then their party is over here. So y'all wave! Y'all wave! And then they all come in a jeepney over there, kind of like what we did. We went to Aniwai and they rented a jeepney, so they've got their own jeepney, and they're staying in a resort on the other side of Guimaras, over by Al You Behold Beach and Raymond Beach. But just want to let y'all know, show you some more hospitality here, and when I finish my Coke, I'm going to get on down the road again. Well, I left the resort, traveling down the road, and run across this beautiful place here, where the road splits off and goes 2 different directions. But look at these beautiful fields, actually dry. We haven't had any rain, but look at this beautiful terracing in through here. Well, this rice is all just completely gone, all dried up. This is beautiful in through here. Looking at those colors, that's probably the elementary school or a church. Could be a house. But I just had to stop and take a picture of this one. The windmills are still a little further up. Still want to get you into that wind farm, see what that looks like. I found the wind farms. I'm on the east side, about the center east side, just north of center on Guimaras Island. And I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these big giant windmills on this side of the road, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this side of the road over here. And this is the first time I've ever seen one, and they are huge. They're just gigantic. The video camera's not going to really do much justice to let you see the size on them, but I'm sure you can see them in the background. It's kind of odd. You're looking at the Philippines being a third world country. You see nipa huts and rice paddies, and yet you're seeing all these modern windmills, wind generators. It's kind of a sharp contrast in time and age. This is interesting to see here, but they do produce an enormous amount of electricity for the island. I don't have the megawatt out. I think it's 3 megawatts, but I may be wrong. I'm going to try to get up closer. I don't know how close I can get, but I'm going to move forward before I have to head back for the day. Well, there's 8 of these windmills on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them on this side. I'm going to try to zoom in on them. But if you can compare the size of the rice fields underneath them. You can see how wide those blades span. Those are really large generators on each one of those. And they're all going at a pretty good clip too. Nobody here is going to be complaining about a bird getting hit. I think in the States, some animal rights groups complain about a bird, well, they call them bird strikes. I don't think they're concerned about that here as much as they are providing electricity for the families here. People depend on that electricity for their families and refrigerators if they've got them. Equipment to keep people alive, like air breathers and medical equipment at home. So electricity is pretty important. Well, I'm right out beside them right now. Well, I can imagine the outside tip of one of those blades is moving a lot of RPM, a lot of miles per hour actually. It looks like it may be going slow, but that's all it takes to run those big generators. I'm going to try to zoom in on that generator. Look, that looks like they've got 8 of them on each side of the road. They're staggered. Got another up-close shot at one of these giant beasts. I'm seeing some transmission towers on top of them. They've got antennas on the top of them to transmit data and information. Probably electronically, they transmit the amount of wind generation going on, the speed of the turbines, amount of the electricity. Oh, here's something funny. I'm seeing a lot of this over here in Guimaras Island. Look at this car coming. There's no hood on it. You'll see an engine, a body frame on it, and you'll see the motor. This is funny. Only in the Philippines. This may be a piece of equipment here, but I've been seeing engines, cars without hoods on them, just an engine stuck on a frame. That's a Bobcat. Hello guys, that's what it is, concrete temper. Hello. More windmills in the back. But I'm going to zoom in on that for you. The name on that is Gamesa, Gamesa, Transarea is the name on it. But those things are real big. Well, it's the end of day 1 here at Guimaras Island. We're in Jordan Point right now. It's kind of a one-way or a 3-way intersection here. Coming from this way here is going to take you out of the town over to the north and to the east side of the island. And then here at the Y, this road here is going to take you back down on the west side. west side down toward Alley Behold. And this is where it all happens, right here. I thought I'd stop here, just kind of amused by all the traffic. A lot of tricycles, a lot of motorcycles. Most of the traffic here. We're gonna head back down to the boats. They got a 6 foot tide. Looks like the tide's out right now. These are all the pump boats. They got runners underneath them, underneath some of them actually, like they're doing the bottom work on them. What they do is they paint the bottom with an anti-fouling paint. It's got a lot of it's got a copper base in it. They've come up with some other chemicals instead of copper, but it'll retard the algae and the growth on the bottom of the boats, the barnacles and whatever. So they scrape them off and they do a bottom job on it, clean the pipes off, put new anti-fouling on it, and then they put zincs on the rudders and the propeller shafts to keep the electrolysis off so it doesn't eat them up. Got another one stuck out here. It looks like it's literally stuck. And with a 6 foot tide, that's easy to do here because these boats draw about 2 feet of water maybe at the most, which is not very much. That's a 2 foot draft. And then out beyond that, look at these beautiful colors. Out beyond that, there's looks like $1 million boat sitting out there at anchor. They got their tender out behind it. Then they got a couple of work boats. But this is coming back into the Jordan Point. Okay, the return trip is a little tougher. The tide's out, and they've got to drop this thing down about 1 or 2 meters, about a 1.5 meters. There's only 3 of them on it this time, and that's a heavy bike. But they're getting it. They got it. That's amazing how they do that here. Here in the Philippines, you don't start the engine from the wheelhouse. You get down in the engine room and you crank it up. And this guy gets down in here and he starts the motor, and he's got a gear shift lever. So he sits there and he's got it in reverse now. And we're leaving the port. You can hear the engine. And then once we get it out of port here, he's going to drop it into neutral and then on into forward. But they don't. That way they can eliminate the transmission cables. They got everything on a stick. We got a full boat today. It's a crowded boat. They had a full load. Probably had a little more this time. Oh! Huh? I'm good. How are you? I know that. Now, how are you going to get my motorcycle up here? It's okay, huh? Okay, going to take a lot of friends. He said he's got a lot of friends. I can get these motorcycles up. Here's the captain. You're the captain?
Yes, I'm on municipality.
Okay. Everybody's up. Now this is going to be the challenge here to watch them do it.
Oh, you guys, friend.
They're confident.
Okay.
They're confident. That's a light bike there. That's a simple one.
Okay, let's go. Okay.
Let me get this helmet off of here. Well, they just picked that one up and went right over the hill. I don't think this was going to be that easy. This one's heavy. Okay, it's heavy. 5 men. Let's see how they do this here. Okay. 5 men. 3 men. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my God. Oh, wow.
Okay.
Thank you, my friend. All of y'all, thank you. Thank you.
Limited porter, my friends.
Okay, thank you.
Limited porter.
Huh?
Porter.
Porter? You're the porter? Okay.